Elias Martinez, a man whose world was painted in shades of touch and texture, sat in his modest studio. At 35, his eyes, once vibrant windows to the soul, were now shrouded in darkness, a cruel twist of fate that had stolen his sight years ago. Yet, his hands, calloused and stained with the hues of 1,000 sunsets, moved with an uncanny precision across the canvas. He didn't see the colors swirling on the palette. He felt them. The cool smoothness of the blues, the fiery roughness of the reds, the subtle, velvety texture of the blacks. Each stroke was a dance of sensation, a conversation between his fingertips and the raw linen. Today, he was working on a landscape, a scene he'd envisioned countless times in his mind's eye. The rolling hills, the whispering wind through the trees, the distant, shimmering Lake Eyal lived in the vibrant tapestry of his memory. He built the scene with his hands, layer upon layer, feeling the gradual shift in form and texture, the interplay of light and shadow. The canvas became a mirror reflecting not the world he could see, but the world he felt. He'd begun painting after his accident, a way to reconnect with the vibrant world that had been stolen from him. He'd started with simple shapes, circles, and squares, feeling his way around the canvas, learning the language of color through touch. Gradually, his confidence grew. His skill sharpened. He began to capture not just shapes and textures, but emotions, moods, the very essence of his memories. He worked for hours, lost in the rhythmic flow of his creation. The studio, usually a sanctuary of quiet concentration, was filled with the soft whisper of his brushstrokes, the rustling of the canvas, and the occasional sigh of contentment. As he neared the end, he felt a surge of exhilaration. He had captured it. The essence of that sun-drenched afternoon, the way the light danced on the water, the calmness of the hills. He stepped back, and with a gentle touch, traced the outline of the finished piece. He couldn't see his work, but he could feel it. He could feel the vibrancy of the colors, the depth of the shadows, the energy of the scene. He smiled, a genuine, heartfelt smile that reached his eyes. Even though they were closed, his blindness had been a devastating blow. But it had also unlocked something within him, a profound connection to the world through a different sense, a new way of seeing. He had found a way to